This is going to blow your mind. The world is full of mysteries. We crave answers. We seek explanations for the unexplainable. This quest often leads us to conspiracy theories. Whispers of hidden truths captivate us. They offer control in chaos. Conspiracy theories tap into primal instincts. We see patterns and threats. We see connections where none exist. Our minds weave flawed narratives. The internet spreads these theories. Information fuels speculation. Echo chambers reinforce beliefs. The lizard people theory seems harmless, but it erodes trust and incites violence. Approach with skepticism. Rely on credible sources. In this video, we'll explore the origins of the lizard people conspiracy, key figures, evidence presented, psychological reasons for belief, debunking efforts, and its impact on mainstream culture. Make sure to subscribe and like the video for more content like this. The lizard people conspiracy theory, with its outlandish premise and bizarre imagery, stands as a testament to the boundless limits of human imagination. It is a theory that has captivated and repulsed in equal measure, sparking countless debates and fueling a cottage industry of books, documentaries, and online forums. But where did this strange notion originate? Like many conspiracy theories, its roots are tangled and difficult to trace with absolute certainty. Some point to ancient myths and legends, stories of serpentine deities and reptilian creatures as early precursors to the modern lizard people belief. Others trace its origins to the work of Zecharia Sitchin, a Russian-American author who proposed the existence of an ancient alien race called the Anunnaki. Sitchin claimed that these extraterrestrials, described in Sumerian mythology, played a pivotal role in human creation and continue to influence our world from the shadows. While Sitchin himself did not explicitly identify the Anunnaki as reptilian, his work provided fertile ground for later theorists to draw connections between ancient astronauts and the lizard people conspiracy. The theory, however, would not gain widespread notoriety until the 1990s, thanks in large part to the controversial figure of David Icke. David Icke, a former sports broadcaster turned conspiracy theorist, is arguably the most prominent proponent of the lizard people belief. Icke's journey into the world of conspiracy began in the late 1980s, when he claims to have experienced a spiritual awakening that opened his eyes to the true nature of reality. In 1990, Icke went public with his newfound knowledge, proclaiming himself the Son of God and predicting an impending apocalypse. While initially met with ridicule and disbelief, Icke's message began to resonate with a small but dedicated following. It was in his 1998 book, The Biggest Secret, that Icke fully unveiled his theory of reptilian overlords. He claimed that shape-shifting reptilian humanoids descended from the Anunnaki control our world from behind the scenes, manipulating global events and suppressing human consciousness. According to Icke, these reptilian beings occupy positions of power in governments, corporations, and media organizations, using their influence to maintain a system of control that benefits them while enslaving humanity. He further claims that many world leaders, including members of the British royal family, are themselves reptilian hybrids, able to shift between human and reptilian forms at will. Icke's theories, while lacking any credible evidence, have captivated the imaginations of countless individuals worldwide. His books have been translated into numerous languages, and his lectures draw large audiences eager to hear his message of reptilian infiltration and human awakening. Believers in the lizard people conspiracy theory often point to a range of historical events, ancient artifacts, and personal anecdotes as evidence to support their claims. These pieces of evidence, however, are often based on misinterpretations, cherry-picked data, or outright fabrications. One common argument centers around the prevalence of reptilian imagery in ancient mythology and religious texts. Proponents point to deities like the Egyptian god Sobek, depicted with a crocodile head, or the serpent in the Garden of Eden, as proof that reptilian beings have interacted with humanity since the dawn of time. They argue that these ancient cultures were not simply inventing fantastical creatures, but were recording actual encounters with reptilian entities. This interpretation, however, ignores the rich symbolism and allegory present in mythology and fails to consider the cultural and historical contexts in which these stories were created. Another piece of evidence often cited is the alleged existence of underground tunnels and bases said to be inhabited by reptilian beings. These claims are often linked to real-world underground structures, such as military installations or abandoned subway systems, which are then imbued with sinister reptilian connotations. Section 5. The psychology of conspiracy: why we believe. The enduring appeal of the lizard people conspiracy theory and other similar beliefs can be attributed to a complex interplay of psychological and sociological factors. These factors influence how we process information, form beliefs, and interact with the world around us. One key factor is our innate desire to find meaning and order in a world that can often feel chaotic and unpredictable. Conspiracy theories offer a simplified narrative, a way to make sense of complex events by attributing them to the machinations of powerful hidden forces. This can be particularly appealing in times of uncertainty or social upheaval, when people are searching for explanations and scapegoats. Another factor is our tendency towards confirmation bias. Once we have formed a belief, we are more likely to seek out and interpret information in a way that confirms our existing views while dismissing or downplaying evidence that contradicts them. This cognitive bias can make it difficult to engage in objective reasoning and can lead us further down the rabbit hole of conspiracy. Furthermore, conspiracy theories often tap into our sense of distrust in authority. In an era marked by political polarization, corporate scandals, and widespread misinformation, it's not surprising that many people feel a sense of alienation and skepticism towards those in power. Conspiracy theories offer a framework for understanding this distrust, framing it as a righteous struggle against a corrupt and manipulative elite. Section 6. Science Strikes Back: Debunking the Myth. The lizard people conspiracy theory, despite its popularity in certain circles, has been repeatedly debunked by scientists, historians, and other experts. The theory rests on a foundation of unfounded claims, misinterpretations, and logical fallacies, lacking any credible evidence to support its outlandish assertions. One of the most glaring flaws in the theory is the lack of any physical evidence to support the existence of shape-shifting reptilian humanoids. Despite numerous claims of sightings, blurry photographs, and anecdotal accounts, no tangible proof has ever been presented to substantiate these claims. The theory also relies heavily on the misinterpretation of ancient texts, symbols, and artifacts. Proponents often cherry-pick elements from different cultures and time periods, weaving them together to fit a predetermined narrative without regard for historical accuracy or cultural context. Furthermore, the lizard people theory suffers from a lack of internal consistency. The claims made by its proponents are often contradictory, lacking a cohesive and logical framework. The methods of control attributed to these reptilian overlords are also poorly defined, relying on vague notions of manipulation and mind control without explaining how these mechanisms actually function. Section 7. Reptilian Culture: From Fringe to Mainstream. Despite its lack of evidence and repeated debunking by experts, the lizard people conspiracy theory has had a surprisingly significant cultural impact. What began as a fringe belief has seeped into mainstream consciousness, becoming a fixture in popular culture and a recurring theme in movies, television shows, and online memes. The theory's influence can be seen in the portrayal of reptilian or reptilian-like villains in various forms of entertainment. From the shape-shifting alien invaders in the television series Fee, to the serpentine Lord Voldemort in the Harry Potter franchise, reptilian imagery has been used to evoke feelings of fear, distrust, and otherness. The internet has played a significant role in the spread and evolution of the lizard people conspiracy theory. Online forums and social media platforms have provided fertile ground for believers to connect, share evidence, and reinforce each other's beliefs. Memes, jokes, and satirical content have also contributed to the theory's mainstream appeal, blurring the lines between belief and ironic detachment. While some may argue that the cultural proliferation of the lizard people theory is harmless entertainment, it's important to consider the potential consequences of normalizing such beliefs. When unfounded conspiracies gain widespread acceptance, they can erode trust in institutions, fuel paranoia, and contribute to a culture of misinformation and distrust. Section 8. The price of paranoia. While the belief in lizard people may seem like a harmless eccentricity to some, the embrace of conspiracy theories can have serious consequences, both for individuals and society as a whole. When we allow ourselves to be swept away by unfounded beliefs, we risk undermining critical thinking, fostering division, and even inciting violence. One of the most significant dangers of conspiracy thinking is its erosion of trust in institutions and experts. When we believe that powerful forces are working behind the scenes to manipulate events and control our lives, it can lead to a deep sense of cynicism and distrust towards those in positions of authority. This distrust can make it difficult to address real-world problems that require collective action and cooperation. Furthermore, conspiracy theories often rely on the scapegoating of marginalized groups. The lizard people theory, for example, has been used to promote anti-Semitic tropes, drawing on centuries-old stereotypes about reptilian creatures being associated with evil and deception. This type of rhetoric can fuel prejudice, discrimination, and even violence against targeted groups. The internet age has amplified these dangers, creating echo chambers where conspiracy theories can flourish unchecked. Social media algorithms designed to keep users engaged often prioritize sensationalized content, making it easy for people to get caught in feedback loops that reinforce their existing beliefs, no matter how outlandish or harmful those beliefs may be. Section 9. The enduring appeal of the unknown. The lizard people conspiracy theory, despite its absurdity and lack of evidence, continues to captivate the imaginations of people around the world. Its enduring appeal speaks to our deep-seated desire to make sense of the unknown, to find patterns in chaos, and to believe that we are not alone in the universe. The human mind is naturally drawn to mystery and intrigue. We are fascinated by stories of the unexplained, of hidden truths and secret societies. Conspiracy theories offer a glimpse into a world beyond the mundane, a world where nothing is as it seems and where powerful forces are locked in a battle for control. While it's important to approach such theories with a healthy dose of skepticism, it's also essential to understand the psychological and sociological factors that contribute to their allure. By examining the roots of conspiracy thinking, we can better equip ourselves to navigate the complex information landscape and to engage in critical thinking about the world around us. The allure of the unknown will always be a part of the human experience. It is up to us to approach the mysteries of the world with a balance of curiosity and skepticism, to seek out knowledge while remaining grounded in reason and evidence. For in the words of the great astronomer Carl Sagan, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Until the next time, conspiratopians.